For Lord of the Mysteries farm, we're going to learn about the acting principle and one of the most important mechanics that Emperor Roselle has basically told Klein. And do we understand it? My understanding of that is, listen, you want to get to the next sequences, you need to basically digest the potion. What does that really mean? Don't worry about it. How do you digest a potion? The acting principle. The more that you roleplay that specific sequence's characteristics and traits, the better that you can digest the potion and basically not lose your sanity and get into the next sequences rather than having to wait for so long. Because a lot of people, I think, have no clue about this and they're all just stuck at sequence 9 to 7. Where are the Beyonders that is beyond sequence 7, bro? Everyone's a fucking shitter this epic, man.
One of the most important concepts that you need to understand in Lord of the Mysteries is the acting method. And I've seen a lot of anime-onlys confused about it. So I'm going to explain it to you. Normally when
It's actually a donghua only, not an anime only. There's generally some people still typing that shit and it's crazy.
Normally when a Beyonder takes a potion, they have to wait sometimes years before attempting to advance to the next sequence.
That's right. I think the cut content mentioned that people wait like 3 fucking years. Like, this is like the standard of like how safe it is. Like, people are waiting 3 years to go to the next sequence. It's like, we don't have time for that.
That's because digesting a potion, which is the process of fully integrating its power, takes time, and rushing it dramatically increases the risk of losing control. However, there's a smarter, faster, and more effective alternative called the acting method. Instead of passively waiting, a Beyonder can deliberately act out the role associated with their sequence.
Exactly. So like Klein joining the divination club and acting as a fortune teller, right? That itself is the role of acting. What about Susie though and Audrey? Audrey is a spectator. You are basically spectating. The more that you watch people, the better you get at it. What about the dog? I wonder if there's gonna be something unique to Susie because she's a literal dog, not a human, and she's become a Beyonder. And obviously, dogs are fundamentally different than a human in the way that they think and behave. They're very submissive and listen to orders, and I wonder if something about that and the fact that Susie is a spectator would make her be able to execute the acting principle on a different caliber compared to other humans. It's really fun to think about. Even Alger, right? Even Alger, who seems to be such a, I don't know, important, prominent person on the seas, he was stuck. He's stagnating based on the conversations that we've been having. And the moment that Klein gaslit Alger and basically told him, it's about digesting the potions. It's about acting, okay? And Alger was like, oh my god, you have enlightened me, Mr. Fool. Thank you so much.
Associated with their sequence, aligning their behavior and a mindset with the traits of that potion. Take Klein's sequence 9 seer as an example. Applying the acting method to this simply means that he would be expected to act according to the principles of a diviner.
Exactly, right? Doing fortune telling, you know, telling people their future, I don't know, prospects and things out to look for. But here's where it gets really funny. When he becomes a clown at sequence 8, so we're gonna have to just quit the divination club? We're gonna have to join a circus? Are we gonna have to literally be a just fucking make balloon animals and do a bunch of clown shit? And then take that concept onto other stuff. Cause like even like Unc Neil, right? Freaky old Neil. He's a mystery prior, but sequence 8 apparently is melee scholar. Does that mean Unc Neil, if he actually got to sequence 8, wants to advance to sequence 7 and wants to act, he needs to go out and brawl people? Like, he needs to throw hands as a scholar of fists? And that's the tricky thing, because like we don't know what the next sequence is. So if we get a sequence that is, I don't know, the corpse collector shit is already creepy enough. It's like, imagine doing the acting principle onto like corpse collector, like corpse diddler, necrophiliac, shit like that. It's just like, oh, to what extent will you do, you know, commit to the acting to gain the powers that you want?
Adjusting himself to that role while maintaining a certain level of individuality. The catch is that most Beyonders are not aware of this method, which is the reason.
Why though? And this is a very interesting thing that I think that there is something that has to be said about how in this current epoch and era, these Beyonders are ass, right? But didn't they say in the past, they're like, I'm assuming like people like Emperor Roselle, they were very, very strong Beyonders. this knowledge has just been wiped out. And I'm thinking again, the epics like 1 to 3 and even to like epics 1 to 3 is basically the Void Century equivalent in One Piece, right? No one really knows what happened. There are a few people that I'm sure are controlling the narrative. Epic 4 itself also starts to get a little bit more detailed and fleshed out as we establish the 7 Orthodox gods, but I just feel like the church, the central cathedral, the people truly in power are hiding this information in order to gatekeep everybody so they can keep the power for themselves. I don't, and who knows, you know, how many more people we're gonna. I wonder if Leonard knows about the acting principle, right? Because Leonard was talking as if, listen, during the clown fight, right? He kind of suggested to Klein that like, you're different, but so am I. And I'm like, how much do you know about this shit? Like, who else knows about the acting principle and is keeping to themselves? Honestly, I would keep it to myself too, right? In this world of like Lord of Mysteries, it's different compared to like YouTube algorithm stuff where I'm trying to tell other reactors like this is the strategy to follow, right? Focus on one thing and then pivot after that. But in a show like this, it's fundamentally different. So maybe it is in your best interest to kind of like keep that shit in a very private club so you can become a strong group.
Reason why so many lose control and take years to digest their respective potions. Anyways, follow for more LTM news and explanation.
And that's pretty much it. This acting principle again is just, again, play the role of what sequence that you are. Are you a bartender? Go fucking bartend, bro. Are you a musician? Go play some music, bro, and really just get into it, get immersed. And the better you do that, the more digestion of the potion you will do, and the faster that you can rise up these sequences. It's just, I'm just so excited to see what happens when we get to Clown. Klein gonna have to like, again, blow up like balloon animal shit? Is he gonna have to attend children's birthday parties and like do some kind of service shit like that? It's just really fun to imagine. Should we read some of the comments? I'm scared. I'm really scared, man. Oh God. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Susie could become a super spectator since she doesn't have the ability to form complex biases towards others. This is exactly what I was talking about. And maybe this person is a web novel reader that's read ahead and trying to write a comment acting ignorant, but trying to obviously hint at what's going to happen in the future. But think about this, right? That's a dog. Susie is a dog. Very simple dog. And all Susie does is brain dead, just watch stuff. Imagine Susie rises up the ranks of spectator sequence faster than Audrey. Some other people are also mentioning the cut content about spectator, about how apparently the spectator, you can belay your powers onto others and have them spectate on your behalf. I don't really know what that really means. But anyways, I just feel like there is a very clear intention of what Cuttlefish has done with this dog. And if Susie happens to, I want Susie to join the Terror Club, by the way. And if Susie happens to like be able to reach like sequence 8, 7, 6 beyond before Audrey, I just think it would be so funny. I hope that Susie is like a very important central figure in the show rather than just like a joke gag character. Anyways, that's it from me. Please check out Light Novel Historian for more content like this. Careful for spoilers though. You've been warned. See you next time.